Good morning everyone. I hope you all are safe at home. So I am Lavlesh. Today I am going to start our new chapter, complex number. So which types of numbers we will use in this chapter? It is clear from the name complex. Okay, it means complexion. So first of all we will see how the complex number formed. So basically we can say the definition of complex number, it is the combination of real numbers and imaginary numbers. So everybody knows very well about the real numbers. What are the real numbers? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, all are real numbers. Okay, so what are the imaginary numbers? So I will start from the imaginary number by the definition of imaginary number. So let's see, what is the square root of 4? What is the square root of 4? It is 2 or plus minus 2. So answer is 2. It is positive 2. It is not negative 2. Okay. Why it is not negative? Because by the definition of square root, if we will find out the square root of x square, then it will be mod x, and mod x is always positive. Is it clear to everybody? Okay, square root of x square is mod x, and in the mod the value of x always be greater than 0, or we can say that positive. Okay, similarly we can say what is the root of 9? That is 3. It's not plus minus 3, it is 3. Okay, so if the condition is like, what is the square root of minus 9? We know the square root of 9 is 3. And what is the square root of minus 9? Square root of 9 is 3. And then what is left in the root? That is minus 1. Okay, when negative sign comes out from the square root, then it will become I. I means iota. Iota, I-O-T-A. Okay, when negative sign comes out from the square root, then it will become iota, and this number represent the imaginary number. Is it clear to everybody? Okay, so basic definition of complex number, or we can say that general form of complex number, that is we can write as x plus iota y, in which x and y both are real numbers. Is it clear? Or another we can say that a plus iota b, where a comma b belongs to real number. Is it clear? Okay, so iota present with which number, that term is considered as imaginary number. Here iota is present with b, so iota b we can call it imaginary number. Okay, now the very basic concept of iota, as we know that minus 1, square root of minus 1 is iota. If we will have the squaring on both sides, then square and root both will be cancelled, then it will be iota square is equals to minus 1. That is our first value. That you have to remember always. What is the value of iota square? That is minus 1. If again we will multiply it with iota, is it clear? both sides multiply it with iota, then left hand side will become minus iota and right hand side will become iota cube. So this is the second, okay, second property or formula. We can say iota cube, answer is minus iota. Is it clear? And now next again multiply both sides by iota, then left hand side will become minus iota square is equals to iota power 4. And as we know that what is the value of iota square is minus 1, so we will replace the value of iota square is minus 1, then iota power 4 that will become minus 1, and that is iota power 4 is positive 1. So this is the third formula of iota, and this is the most important one. This formula we will use in the questions. Iota power 4 is 1, iota square is minus 1, iota cube is minus iota. Okay, let's take an example how we will use these in the questions. The very first one is, okay, suppose we need to find the value of iota raised to power 209, and if we will find out in the simple way, okay, like we have found the value of iota square iota cube by multiplying both sides, okay, that is not possible, or we can say that it is a long method. So what we have to do, this power 209 we have to divide it with 4. So 4 5s are 20, cancel 9, 4 2s the 8, and 1 is remainder. So this is, we can say, remainder, this is divisor, and this is quotient, as you have done in the 10th class, the remainder theorem. What is the remainder theorem is? Dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Is it clear? And what is the dividend? We have 209. So instead of 209 we will put this value, divisor into quotient plus remainder. So what is that? Iota 209 is the dividend. Okay, so what is the divisor? 4 into quotient 52 plus remainder 1. Okay, 209, that is 4 into 52 plus 1. So next property is, if we have the a raised to power m plus n, so we can separate it by exponent and power. So that property we will use here. So it will become iota raised to power 4 into 52 into iota raised to power 1. Is that understood, everybody? Okay, so now this term can I write in the form like iota raised to power 4 whole raised to power 52 into iota power 1. So iota power 4, as we know that iota power 4 value is 1. So we will replace here, that it will become 1 raised to power 52 into iota. So 1 raised to power 52 remains 1, then its answer is iota. Understood, everybody? Let's take one more example. If we want to find the value iota raised to power 2021, what we have to do? We have to check the division 2021 on 4. Each number we will check on 4. 4 5s are 20, cancel, 2 comes down, and this number is less than 4, then we will have 0 here. Then next number comes down, then 4 5s are 20, and then we have remainder 1. Remainder is 1. This is quotient, this is divisor. Same we will follow the previous question, that is divisor is 4, quotient is 505, and the remainder is 1. Understood, everybody? Okay, so we will separate it. Iota raised to power 4 into 505, into iota raised to power 1. So iota raised to power 4, it can be written as whole raised to power 505 into iota. So iota raised to power 4 is 1, 1 raised to power 505 into iota, then 1 raised to power 505 is 1, 1 into multiply iota, that will be iota. That is your answer. Is it clear to everybody? Okay, so next question is, if our question is in the form of like iota raised to power minus 5, iota raised to power minus 5, so how we can do this? Okay, so first of all we have to change the negative power into positive, then it can be written as iota 1 upon iota raised to power 5, that iota raised to power minus 5 comes in denominator, and now we will solve it. So 5, here is the number 5, so 5 divided with 4, 4 ones are 4, then we have the remainder 1, then how we can write it? Divisor into quotient plus remainder, then it will be iota raised to power 4 into 1 4 into iota raised to power 1, then iota raised to power 4 is 1, then it will be 1 upon iota. And one thing that you have to keep in mind always, this is not your answer, because iota, or you can say that imaginary number present in the denominator, this is not the answer. We have to eliminate, or we have to vanish the denominator imaginary number. So how we can remove it? By rationalizing. That you have done in the 9th class, rationalizing by the denominator, that is 1 into iota, and here iota into iota square, and we know that iota square value is minus 1, and we have the answer is minus iota. So this is the very important point here, this one point, that is, if the imaginary number is present in the denominator, that term we cannot consider as answer. We have to remove the imaginary number from the denominator, then we will get our exact answer. Is it clear, everybody? Okay, shall we move to the next one? Okay, so for example, as I have denote the complex number, like a plus iota b. Is it clear? Okay, now for example, we have any complex number denoted with z, that is 2 plus iota 3. So this is the complex number. If we can write only this term, z is equals to 2, can we say it is a complex number? Yes or no? Yes, we can say it is a complex number, because this term can be written as 2 plus iota 0. Imaginary number we can write as iota 0. Is it clear? Then this term will become again 2. Is it clear? So from here we can say, if we have the space like this of real numbers, and this is the space we can say as complex number, every real number we can call it the complex number, but every complex number we cannot say it is a real number. So this is the most important point. Every real number we can call it the complex number, because in the complex number area the real number is its subset. Is it clear? So but every complex number we cannot say it is a real number. Understand that? Okay, so let's take one more example. For example, we have z is equals to 3 plus iota 4. If we want to calculate the real part okay, the real part of z. Z value is 3 plus iota 4, so its real value is, that is, we will leave this term, only this term we can consider as real value of z, real part of complex number, that is 3. If we want to check the imaginary part of complex number, and that is only 4, we will not consider iota. Is it clear? Okay, so for example, if we have z is equals to 2 is a complex number, so what is the real part of z? 2. And the imaginary part is not present in this, so imaginary part is 0. Is it clear? So if the question is find the pure real, we can say that is z is equals to 9, that is the pure real number. If we want to check that is pure imaginary number, so here we can use the iota part, 2 iota. For example, we have taken z is equals to 2 iota. Here iota is present, only imaginary term is there, so it is called the pure imaginary number, so it is called pure real numbers. Here we can see this is called the real part of complex number, and this is the imaginary part of complex number without iota. Understand everybody? Okay, now our next part is addition and subtraction of complex numbers. Is it clear? Real and imaginary, addition and subtraction of complex number. For example, if we have two complex number, first one is 3 plus 4 iota, and second one is 3 minus 6 iota. Is it clear? Okay, if we want to find the addition, z1 plus z2, first of all here we will put the values. What is the value of z1? 3 plus 4 iota plus 3 minus 6 iota. How we can add the two complex number? How we can add real with real part, 3 and 3 both are real, so it will be 6, and add imaginary with the imaginary, that is 4 iota minus 6 iota, that is 2 iota. Okay, how we can add or subtract the complex number? Real part add with the real part, and imaginary part add with the imaginary part. Similarly, we can check the subtraction. Is it clear? Subtraction of two complex numbers, same numbers we will have. So first one is 3 plus 4 iota, and next is negative sign, and as we know that after the negative sign we will put the term in the bracket, because when the bracket will open then the sign will be changed. Is it clear? So again, subtraction, subtract real part with real, 3 minus 3 0, and 6 iota minus 4 iota, that is 2 iota. That is our answer, or here we can see that is 0 plus 2 iota. Understood everybody? Okay, so like this we can add or subtract the complex numbers. So next one is additive inverse. How we can find out the additive inverse of any complex number? If we have the complex number like 3 plus 4 iota, if we want to find its additive inverse, so how we can find out? We will just replace the positive complex number with the negative sign. So if we put negative sign in front of the z, so right hand side also minus 3 plus 4 iota, so it will become minus 3 and minus 4. Let's take one more example of this. If we have the complex number minus 3 plus 2 iota, if we want to find its additive inverse, so we will just change the positive complex number into negative complex number, that is minus 3 plus 2 iota, open the bracket, negative negative positive, negative positive negative. So this is the additive inverse of complex number. Is it clear? Okay. Similarly, we can do the multiplication. Multiplication of complex numbers. It is very easy, like how we will multiply the two brackets z1 and z2. So same values we will take, that we have taken that z1 is we have 3 plus 4 iota and z2 is 3 minus 6 iota. Okay, same values I have taken, z1 and z2. If we want to multiply, same 3 plus 4 iota multiply 3 minus 6 iota. So how we will do the multiplication of two brackets? Same you have done in the lower classes. 3 multiply with 3, it is 9. Then 3 multiply with the minus 6, that is minus 18 iota. Okay, next one is 4 iota. 4 iota multiply with 3, that is 12 iota. And 4 iota multiply with the minus 6 iota, that it will be plus minus 24 iota into iota, iota square. Check everyone, is it fine? So now we will just calculate 9 minus 18 plus 12, that is minus 6 iota, minus 24 iota square value is minus 1. So this minus and minus positive. Okay, so 24 plus 9, that will be 33 minus 6 iota. So this is our required answer. Okay, so these are the some properties of complex number, iota and its forms, addition and subtraction, additive inverse and multiplication of complex numbers. Thank you. Have a nice day.